Peace and blessings, everybody. We are in day 70 of the 90-day game dev challenge, and we entered something that can change everything, man. We entered the Gloo Hackathon that has a game development track, and this hackathon has over $250,000 in prize money, man. So the hackathon officially starts today virtually, and then we have 30 days until we present something in Boulder, Colorado, October 10th, 2025. I did manage to get some things done for the game, and I'll explain why I'm entering this competition while I show things that we got done for the game. I didn't do too much because I wanted to save it for the competition. Let's jump right into that. So over this past week, mainly what I did was I just did some tweaking, and one of the things I tweaked was the jump. So the jump feels so much freaking better. Like, oh my goodness. I don't know what I was doing before, but it feels a lot better. Very responsive. Like, I can mash it and it works. Also can jump and dash. That's going to be great because, you know, we want to give the player some solid movement. You know what I mean? It's very important for action games. Very important to have great movement. So he's got his little charge, his little camera charge. What it looked like before, so you can see like I'm pressing it. And I had that pose. You see the pose at the end when he lands like that? I had that at the beginning. But then I started doing my research on games and I was like, okay, what are some games that I played that has really responsive jumps? After doing that research, I said, okay, the way that these jumps work is that there doesn't need to be a crouching pose before that. And if it is, it's like one frame because the player, when they push that button, it needs to send them in the air immediately. I hit the jump button. Immediately, he starts going in the air. Then he lands and bam. Let's do that again. There needs to be a pose where this foot is stretched. The body is going that way. And, you know, this foot is like still contact with the ground and this foot is going upward. Like it needs to immediately lead the character upwards. So I just quickly got in a jump pose and something like that just to get started, and then I'll tweak it to make it look real cool. But we're prototyping right now. So now, why exactly am I entering this competition? And I know some of you are probably thinking like, yo, there's like $250,000 on the line. You know, this would be amazing if we won some of that money, right? Well, that is great. It'd be great if we won anything. But I'm telling you right now, the reason I'm going to this is out of faith and obedience. Because I would not have found out about this competition if it wasn't for those two things. Out of faith and obedience. I went to an event back in, I think, July. I didn't really have any money. I was cutting trees down and I was able to get some money to be able to fly to an event where I met one of the guys that will be a part of this event. And then I said, okay, you know, and that was out of obedience because it was being with individuals that are of my same faith. And I had been isolated for some time, man. And I said, okay, I need to be obedient. I need to go be around, you know, my family in the spirit. So I went. You know, even though I don't even have, some of you may know, I don't even have a job right now, a consistent paycheck coming in. I was like, man, normally I would not have done that. I would be like, yo, nah, like, you know, my money's not looking too good right now. I gotta figure things out. So nah, I'm not gonna go, you know, fellowship and spend time with them, you know? So I did that. And then the second event we showed was an event in Michigan. It was the same thing around that event. And I was like, man, pretty much like I've just been taking a leap of faith, man. Just like my man Seth right here is doing right now. I just been taking a leap of faith, you know? I was driving Uber before all of this. I stopped. I said, you know what? I'm going to take the leap and I'm going to stop driving Uber and trust that something greater is going to come if I be obedient and faithful. So, you know, that's the reason why I'm going to this, you know. There's so many possibilities that can happen just out of faith and obedience, man. And for me, that's my foundation is where my faith is, you know. So that's exactly why I'm going to this, man. It's a leap of faith. And, you know, who knows? The objective number 1 can change at this event. The objective number 1 can change a week after the event. Who knows? All I know is that that's why I'm going. Yeah, man, we fixed this jump. We tweaked it. And before, oh, can I make it up here? But yeah, you know, just like I tweaked my man Seb's jump right here to where he could take the leap and reach the next pillar. That's what I would like to do. Now I'm gonna keep it 100 grand with y'all. The reality of this situation is my bank account is pretty much at $0 right now. And my business bank account is in the negative. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna get there, but I know I will be there. I know some way, somehow, through faith and obedience, that the blessings will be provided for me to be able to get there. On that note, I am also doing a hoodie campaign right now. I got one of the hoodies on. You already know. We entering that autumn weather, baby. It's where you know you switch up the swag and style to the stuff for when it's chilly. It's not too cold, but you want to make sure that you warm and that you comfy. So make sure, man. If y'all dig the logo, you see the power in that. You see the boldness in this. It's so much powerful meaning, man, and alignment in this logo. I will explain that in further videos. I won't bore y'all. Just know that this right here at the core of it, it means to prevail, and we prevail by seeking the right place and the right time. You know what I mean? You can't really know what you're doing or what to do or just doing something if you don't know where you're at and what time you're on. So that's at the core what this means right here. You know what I mean? So I got this in black, and then I also have the red. Let me show y'all the red real quick. Hold on. The red will have a better ink to it, because this one I got from a manufacturer that, you know, they do direct to garment, and I don't really like direct to garment like that because, you know, if you dry it, this is what happens. It does this fading thing. So it won't look like that. It'll have these solid inks right here. I have dried this so many times and the ink has still held, and I've had this for years. So yeah, it'll be this symbol right here with a better ink, you know what I mean, a hoodie, and it'll be in red. I think you might be able to get it in black, and then it'll be this hoodie, it'll be in black, and then it will come with a free t-shirt of either one of these symbols or logos. So we are doing that campaign for the next 30 days, so you can make sure that y'all nice and warm for the autumn season and for the winter, man. So definitely head over wherever link I put in this video description. Head over and grab one, man. And you know, that is one of the things that's going to help me also get to this event to possibly win the big money that we need to be able to propel ourselves upward and onward. So stay tuned, y'all. That is all for today. You already know what it is, man. As we seek first the kingdom and the righteousness, the right place at the right time, we prevail. We are in the most high definition bare hand, signing out.